Welcome back to our daily news update, bringing you the latest headlines from around the world. Now let's begin.
Liberal podcaster shocked company hosts prediction Trump drop presidential run. What? Co-host Scott Galloway said he won't run under the auspices of a plea deal. Podcast host and NYU professor Scott Galloway boldly predicted that Donald Trump won't end up running for president in exchange for a plea deal during an episode of the Pivot podcast on Friday. During Galloway and Kara Swisher's podcast, Swisher asked her co-host about his prediction. "I think President Trump is not going to run for president under the auspices of a plea deal," Galloway said, before Swisher loudly exclaimed, "What? Where is that coming from?" She continued in a clip flagged by Mediaite. "No one says that stuff." Galloway told Swisher that former New Jersey governor and GOP presidential candidate Chris Christie had said something similar. "I actually think Governor Christie is going to surpass DeSantis and be the number 2. But I don't think it will matter. I don't understand and can't empathize with President Trump, but I know how old rich men think." Galloway said, "He has a very nice life, and his life can be going back to golf and sycophants and having sex with porn stars, which I think is a good thing. I'm not being cynical. I would like to do more of that at some point in my life," he continued. Galloway added that Trump could also live under the threat of prison. "I think the laws specifically around these state secrets. I think that he has it. Running for president and the momentum he has is real leverage of power, and I think he's going to cash that leverage of power for a plea deal that includes no jail time," he predicted. He also claimed that the Department of Justice, or whoever is in charge, would likely say, "This is just bad for America," and give him a deal with no jail time. If he goes to jail for 1 year, it's probably a death sentence. "I don't think someone at this age ever recovers from being incarcerated," Galloway continued. Trump pleaded not guilty in April to charges brought by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office related to alleged hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. Trump was also indicted on 37 federal counts in June, including willful retention of national defense information, conspiracy to obstruct justice, and false statements. Swisher said her co-host's remarks were a big prediction, and repeated that, "No one is saying this." To try and cut out the noise and just say, "Okay, here's a very wealthy man is 76 or 77. And here's a political map that shows even if he's the nominee, even if he runs for president, is most likely going to lose. And here's someone representing the DOJ who's gathered everybody and has the rights to negotiate on behalf of the states and the federal government and says, 'Look, we're going to do a plea deal. You're going to do this X, Y, and Z. But it doesn't involve jail time, and you're going to leave the public stage,'" Galloway added. "And that, to me, feels like a pretty good deal for everybody. Because if he runs, and he loses, and these cases keep going and the DOJ has no reason to let up and the guy has several hundred very angry people funded to the gills and media going after him constantly are like, 'We would really like to see you in jail. We would really like to. If there's a 1 in 10 chance of that, that is a very big motivator," he concluded.
Subscribe to my YouTube news channel now, providing accurate and reliable information on the latest hot events. Join the community for exchanging opinions and learning from each other. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss out on the latest videos. Let's explore the world of information together.